When I'm craving their Neptuna melt, that is all I want.
You can't go wrong going with their bread pudding. They have a raspberry drizzle on top. Absolutely, incredibly delicious.
I think what we're really saying here is forget the grocery store this week. You're going to want to be eating out during lunch, dinner, and even breakfast.
Thanks for joining us here on Louisiana's Playground Podcast, your roadmap to all things Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm Brady Raynard.
And I'm Anna Strider. We are excited this week because it is a new year, and therefore we are bringing you a new special edition,
The first of many,
to come throughout the year. And this is going to be about really what's happening, a little touch of the events going on, and just bringing you up to speed in a different note than our regularly scheduled bi-weekly podcast. So we'll still have our episodes at launch, so you won't miss a thing that way. But this is just going to be a little special conversation between Brady and I.
And it's a chance for us to kind of drift from the normal podcast, which is really about our culture here in Southwest Louisiana. And this is a chance to share events or exclusive experiences that are upcoming here in the area to make you aware of.
We decided that this was the perfect time to launch because we have a really exciting event coming up the end of January, and that is the inaugural Chuck Eats Restaurant Week.
Right up my alley.
Yes, we know you all love our On the Eat segments just as much as we do, and we're really passionate and excited to bring you all Chuck Eats Week. So Chuck Eats Week is an inaugural event. It is where many of the local restaurateurs in the area came together and said, we want to have a restaurant week. It's something that a lot of different places around the country do, and we want to bring that here to Southwest Louisiana. Our goal with Chuck Eats Week is to really elevate our local restaurants and restaurateurs and the different styles and flavors that you can have here within Southwest Louisiana. It is going to be held January 20th through the 29th, so that's 10 days. That's 2 weekends in that time frame that you get to get out and make a reservation.
Yeah, and it's not just going out and eating local. That's obviously the best and biggest push of the entire incentive of celebrating Restaurant Week. But you, the consumer, are going to get opportunities to get special deals, maybe even menu items that aren't typically on the menu, and just overall an experience that this 10 days will offer that the other 355 won't.
There are truly so many special deals that are being offered during this time frame. Some of our restaurants have really taken this time to shine in a new light and showcase some different menu items and specialty menus. Coffee 30 has put together a menu of numerous items that is with special prices only for this week. The James 710, Restaurant Cala, and 121 Artisan Bistro.
The Three Amigos.
Yes, they're all offering 3-course menus that feature an appetizer, entree, and a dessert. The Max in Westlake is offering a specialty menu that you can just have multiple different options to choose from and basically create your own for a fantastic deal. And those items that there are on that menu are comprised of ones that were voted local favorites.
Yeah, and speaking of something of creating your own, how about Insane Sausages, a Boudin ball burger? It's something that they don't actually have on the menu typically. And so if you've ever been inside Insane Sausages, they have that huge selection. Well, they're expanding it one slot more for this week for that Boudin ball burger. That should be really good.
And that's a burger meal for that one at a great price. And then we have the beloved Villa Harlequin that's right in the heart of downtown, and they're offering a 4-course dinner menu. And this menu is exceptional. You have different options that you can choose for some of those courses, so a highlight to check out.
And so many of those, you're not going to go wrong because their menus are so robust and so many different options that you can get. I mean, all 7 of those are really good.
I think what we're really saying here is forget the grocery store this week. You're going to want to be eating out during lunch, dinner, and even breakfast at some of these. I know Biscuits and Jams in North Lake Charles is offering a discount on their menu items, and the Village Coffee House in Sulphur has a BOGO offer. So really great for both breakfast and lunch.
And so many different experiences, too, of these restaurants that wanted to come aboard Restaurant Week and really shine during this 10-day period. I mean, you've got places like Mellow Mushroom, a very laid-back pizza environment, to gourmet hot dogs at Botsky's, both great lunch spots, as is Big Daddy's Sports Grill. If you haven't been there, the atmosphere on the walls, very cool. All of their plate lunch specials, delicious, and they are all there with percentage off their menu items and meals each week. And then from there, you have cool experiences at places like Rick and Jack's that typically have live music or outdoor seating. And then, kind of with a similar feel there, you have Crying Eagle. They also have outdoor seating, a new menu that they just released last month. So, a lot of different options there, and that's still just scratching the surface.
We even have Grab and Go that has a new location out there on Country Club offering a great BOGO deal on their brisket sandwich. And restaurants like Bourbon Street Deli that are kind of coming out and giving you a new option to showcase their menu, and that they've got a great deli.
And even some great dinner spots too on this list of restaurants that have wanted to join in. Places like Que Pasa on Nelson Road, a great Mexican spot. Awesome firecracker quesadillas are their appetizers. Highly, highly recommend either of those. Nina P's, another place, really secluded, a really nice kind of romantic spot, honestly, but a great date night spot. And their chicken sausage gumbo, one of my favorites in town. An absolute must try if you haven't up to this point already. Bodega Wine Bar offers, obviously, another unique experience there.
They really do, and they have an excellent wine selection. So if you haven't been out there, you've got to give them a try. Their deal is a offer that is customized to being able to try some of their wines there. So definitely a great spot to try for a date night. Another great dinner spot is Luna Bar and Grill right there in downtown. They have a fantastic patio space, and then of course a menu that when I'm craving their Neptuna melt, that is all I want. I have to go to Luna to get it. So
And their tuna is one of my favorites in town. A nice cut of meat with a delicious sauce. I highly, highly suggest either the melt, as Anna said, with the tuna, or try one of their couple of tuna dishes like the Luna tuna. Highly recommend there. Just a delicious piece of fish.
And right down the street from Luna is Peugeot Street Cafe. They have a really great bar atmosphere. I love their entrees. And personally, I love their Philly cheesesteak sandwich and their sweet potato fries. And honestly, another great gumbo spot in town as well. So one to check out.
And speaking of downtown, another spot that's just around the corner, Panorama Music House. Their atmosphere is obviously what really sells them, whether it's sitting on the patio having a drink or maybe eating some pizza there, or even when they have live music during that stretch. They're a fun place to go, and they've recently changed their menu over the past few months, so you can go check them out. Their birria tacos, really good.
And right next to Panorama, Buffy's. Buffy's Po' Boys is participating, and they have a great deal on their large po' boy there. Buffy's really takes a unique twist on the traditional po' boy. They have the crawfish boil and shrimp boil po' boys that have corn on them and potatoes and just really rich sauce. So something unique to try out there.
It really is a crawfish or seafood bowl all in one bite.
Exactly. And speaking of po' boys, Leonard's Food Quarters, that's just down the road, has a delicious fried shrimp po' boy. It's one of my favorites in the area. And they have a rich Creole Cajun food,
With a little touch of soul.
a little touch of soul, of course, and just a really great lunch spot. And they're participating as well in Chuck Eats Week.
Some other experiences that you can have. Obviously, the sports bar feel is one that have always been a fan of because of my love for sports and the sports bar style food. And M Bar Sports Bar and Grill has a buy one get one offer on their wings, so that's a must try. Or even a place like Crust Pizza, free appetizer with the purchase. They have a lot of great pizzas there on Nelson Road. It's a family favorite of the Reynards for sure.
You know, speaking of great atmosphere, somewhere you definitely got to get out and try. Jeannie's Bourbon Street Barbecue in Westlake is offering a really great deal on their nachos. I know I personally love nachos, and even offering a deal on their domestic beers. So, a great spot if you haven't been to Jeannie's, make the trek over there and give them a try.
Speaking of barbecue, another place that you need to try, Paul's Rib Shack on Nelson Road. Their barbecue obviously speaks for themselves and all they offer. However, I think the secret on their menu is their bread pudding. It is my favorite in the entire city. You can't go wrong going with their bread pudding. They have a raspberry drizzle on top. Absolutely incredibly delicious.
And I must say, I do like their mac and cheese as well. Speaking of places that you need to try, if you have not been to Area 337 on Kirkman Street, you are missing out.
One of the most unique experiences food wise here in the city.
Yes, it's where I celebrated my birthday last year. So really, I really enjoy Area 337. It's a Latino kitchen, and they really focus on bringing many different flavors of multiple different Latino cultures together into one place. It's the music, it's the atmosphere,
The mojitos.
it is the mojitos. You have to order a mojito, but they're just a really great place and somewhere you've got to try. And Restaurant Week's a great opportunity to do that at.
Or why not go to an old reliable like Cotton's Downtown, the burger that I think everyone pretty much in this area is familiar with. You know exactly what you're getting. The smell hits you as soon as you walk in. They'll cook your burger in front of you, some great French fries. You can't go wrong with a good cheeseburger like they have at Cotton's.
You're right about that. And speaking of old favorites, Seafood Palace. We've talked about it before. It's a classic. From their gumbo to their seafood, it's somewhere you've got to try their offer during Chuck Eats Week. There are truly so many great restaurants are participating across the lake area, and this is, like we said, the inaugural event. They're really wanting to provide an opportunity to showcase what they have to offer so that you, as the community and visitors, can come and try the best of what they have. So head on over to chuckeats.org. Again, it's chuckeats.org, where you can see all of the different deals displayed there, be able to check it out, and even sign up for our e-newsletter to keep up to date with other events that are coming up and going on in the area.
And all the restaurants that are included in Restaurant Week are going to be there on the website so you can see where you need to plan your next lunch, breakfast, or maybe even dinner eating here in our beautiful food culture in Southwest Louisiana.
It's been exciting to bring you our first special edition of Louisiana's Playground. We'll be sure to see you all next week with our next regular episode, and we can't wait to see you dining out at our local restaurants. I'm Anna Strider.
And I'm Brady Raynard. As always, please leave a rating or review if you enjoy our podcast. That'll do it for a special edition of Louisiana's Playground. Say it to you.